I first want to give a really big shout out to the artists who, of their own volition, were sweet enough to send me this viewer art of my avatar. It is super, super cute and I really appreciate it. I of course will link the social medias of all the artists down below in the description. This one was drawn by Weebism1 on Twitter. This one is by Kasuri Writes on Twitter, and by the way, I really like the detail in the background so much. So very, very much. And then Poki-chan really went the extra mile and drew not 1, not 2, not 3, but 9 separate viewer art stills, which is incredible. I have permission of Poki-chan to use these, and I will, because look at them, they're too good not to. Again, all of their links will be down in the description, and I know that I will be sending them all little donations if they have the option to do that, because they deserve support. And without further ado, let's get on to the topic of degeneracy for the day. I'm going to make a couple of disclaimers. Number 1, I am in fact a strong, proud Israeli Jewish woman, and this is why this topic is important to me specifically. This specific instance was recommended to me by my Ashkenazi Jew friend. Differences, by the way, just so you know. Israeli West Asian Jews are different than Ashkenazi Jews. Ashkenazi Jews are European Jews. Second of all, I believe that trans and non-binary folks deserve respect and they deserve to be believed and that they are valid. Xenogender is an umbrella term for a group of non-binary identities in which people wouldn't normally associate these things with gender. For example, animals or plants. And hey, if you feel that way and you identify that way and you're not hurting anybody else, go for it. But I've discovered in the last few days that there are satirical xenogenders of a highly offensive nature, which actually is counterproductive to both desensitizing slurs and gaining respect for the LGBT community, specifically the T part. So what exactly am I talking about? I'm just going to flash these on screen and I'm not going to be able to say pretty much any of the words in the post, but I hope you get the drift. Also, for one of the accounts I will be censoring their names because they are 17 and therefore not yet a legal adult. The other one, however, says that they are 18 years old and therefore is a legal adult, and because they posted this publicly, this is available for scrutiny. Let's go on to the first one. An 18-year-old fully grown adult thought this was cool to post. Trigger warning, Jewish slur, blank gender, xenogender, and its flag. Let's reclaim this slur. Blank. Pronouns include blank/blank self. Some people were saying that this is a troll because these are the colours of the gay man flag. These are actually the colours of the Israeli flag. I'll take a minute just to... Oh my god! This is the one that I will not be showing the username of because they are 17, so bear that in mind. However, xenogender time. So this is for black neurodivergent people only who are comfortable saying the N-word. But I made a N-word, gender, xenogender, and flag. Pronouns: me/N-word/N-word self, and also me/other word I can't say /other word I can't say self. Feel free to use it as long as you're black and neurodivergent. It's time for humanity to press the self-destruct button. We're all done. God is dead. I understand that these are supposed to be satirical genders. However, this in itself causes a problem. Number 1, we don't need any more satirical content being thrown out there for anti-LGBT and racist people to use against us. First of all, it gives people an excuse to invalidate non-binary and trans people. People already believe that it is ridiculous to identify as a man or a woman when you are assigned a different gender at birth. And also, they think it's ridiculous that non-binary people exist. People will take this and be like, they're upset that we identify as Apache helicopters, but will identify as this. You're giving them ammo. You can't fight satire with satire. People will use the Apache helicopter joke because they think that the entire 1,000 genders concept is a joke. But then you guys will get upset by them using that joke and do this. I don't understand the hypocrisy. You can't be upset that people are taking the piss and making jokes and then also take the piss and make jokes and expect people just to buy it as a joke. Because with the Jewish one, people were very confused because it wasn't labelled as a joke, and I've seen tweets where people stated they had to dig to discover that it wasn't real to begin with. The person who created this Jewish gender identifies as fey gender, which is fine. You can identify as that, but you can't be confused and upset when people think that this is legit when you identify as something else that is as equally as unheard of and uncommon and isn't as accepted. You can't expect people to accept and be in on the joke when there is a large chunk of people out there who think that non-binary is a joke. It doesn't help the trans and non-binary cause. It makes it look stupid. Second of all, when it comes to race, this is actually giving people the license to use these slurs. Even if you put the disclaimer, this is only for X group or Y group to use, other people will still use it. And I've seen people do this with the Jewish one and the N-word one. As for reclaiming it, I would like people to take, for example, the Jew one to a synagogue and see how well it's accepted, and see how many of the people in that synagogue think, hey, that's a great way to reclaim the term, which was used against us for, decades. It totally doesn't minimalize and trivialize all of that oppression we went through. Thanks so much. I understand that in many cases it was meant to be an in-joke, but the in-joke fails when you post it publicly and other people have access to it. It's using slurs, which isn't actually destigmatizing them, it's giving them other people license to do so, and at the same time it's simultaneously making a mockery out of non-binary people. Just don't. Stop. Anyhoozle, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, as painful as it was to actually have to read those. Very painful. My links are all in the description, my Twitter, my Patreon, my Etsy store, Instagram, and my PayPal if you want to send me a tip for the therapy that I will need after making this video. We have raised so far £11 for the Battersea Dog and Cat Centre. You can also PayPal your donations to me, and I will put it in a Twitter thread with your photo and your name censored out for privacy. We can see how much we all raised towards it. It ends November 1st. Stay safe, drink your water, take your meds on time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!